Hi, it's Matt from Class A Sport Fishing. It's Friday, July 12th. Out of Rochester, still a good bite. Had a case of the drops today. Had really good class of fish. The one we did get a couple of skippers, but for the most part they were all decent fish. Had a couple in the 20s, low 20s. Rigs that work today for us. Live wire with a GRC meat rig, and this right here, this deep rig tackle bait. I ran that off a diver when the sun came out. Before the sun came out on that diver, again, this chip with the Blue Angel green glow, very good. Goes out every morning along with Blue Angel green glow and Dalmatian. I sound like a broken record, but I gotta go with what works. And again, black, white with the green and black dots. This, it's all beat up. I gotta retie it today. After all the fish it's caught, it's all smoked. And then this GRC meathead with that bait, it took 4 shots today on a 300 copper. Spoons at work today, pretty much the same thing I've been running. Die Hard with the green dots. Raspberry Carbon RV. The Incredible Hulk. The old Bill Bixby Glow Cup Magnum. And then off the center, I was running that Die Hard, my deep rigger, and I was running that on a free slider. And I got bit at least 7 times on that today, and I got 1 in. So they were biting. It was kind of like they weren't really swallowing the bait today for me. They, the ones that I did hook on those flies, they swallowed the bait big time. But on the spoons, they weren't hooking up real well. We did have a really nice day on Kings. It was just a little half-day trip. Fun. One thing I wanted to talk about yesterday that I'll talk about today is divers. Running your divers. If you're listening to other people on how far out they put their divers, you may be getting misinformation, or you're not even realizing that the information may not apply to you. Okay? I had another captain out running divers today. It was yesterday and today. He was running his up way higher than I was. I ran mine up high. I couldn't get him bit at the same location he was. I sent mine back out. I got bit. So mess around with your diver lengths. It's all relative. Like my reels are different than his reels. I think he was using Dakotas. I'm using Saltist 40s, the bigger ones. I've got mine loaded up with wire. It's all relative. I mean, that right there is where a smart troll would come into play. That I do not have. So what I did was I went with if I got a bite on one side at say 243, the other side went to 233, or I would put it 10 feet up higher just to see if there was a difference. And if that 233 didn't get bit, I sent it to 243. If it didn't get bit then, I would send it to 253. And these are things that you're confident in. I'm confident in those diver rigs that I'm putting out. I'm confident in the paddles. I'm confident in the flies. So have confidence in your gear. Move them around. The fish will tell you where they want it. Until next report, which will probably be Sunday, have a good weekend and enjoy the resource.